So hello guys, today I'll be teaching HTML semantics. So previously when HTML was still new, building websites they were just using only div tag, division tag and the span tag. So they are mainly using division tag and the span tag, which made like some website codes quite unreadable. So you could not just come and differentiate where the closing tag and the opening tag. So yeah, so it was terrible. So new upgrades to HTML, to the latest HTML5, brought out a new structure to writing your code so it to be both readable to you and the computer. So that's what HTML semantics is. So a lot way of writing code so it to be readable to you and both to the computer. So HTML5 brought out new updates. So this is like basically the structure. So we have the header tag, then after the header tag you can put the navigation bar, then this section is called the main, then we now have the last part as the footer. So I can show you that in a website. Let's say in a website example. So this is a typical website. As you can see, this is the header here. As you can see, this is the header, then this is the navigation. So this is what we call the navigation. This links here we can help us go to different parts of the website is called the navigation. So that's navigation. Then this side, from this body side down to this side, passing reaching this on this side, stopping here. That's at the line of this is called the main. Then this side is now called the footer. The footer contains the last details and every other thing that you need in your website. So that's that. So I'll be teaching you how to use them, and we'll be creating just a little practical, combining all the things we have learned. So throughout my whole video, combine everything I've already learned. I'll be using all of them here to create a simple HTML website project. So this is like my last class on HTML, so I'll be doing that now. So first we have to start with, but first let me show you a list of them. So I'll be using a list, all these elements here to create something nice and useful. So we'll start off with the header first. So when you want to start programming a website, you start with the header. So the header tag can either contain both the navigation, the nav tag, and the heading, the main heading. So this, you can either contain it or the header can be outside it. Depends on the developer, but I like my own in the header. Header contain everything. I know that the header is out inside, everything is contained inside the header. So I start with your comment first. So you start with header, commenting everywhere. So start with header. And this header contains both the IMG logo and your name logo. So something like this, your logo and the name, the logo, the translation of your website. So I'll just put in just a normal text, or yeah, I'll still put an image. So I'll put in an image, then I'll write the source, semantic images. Then let's check for this. So let's open this with live. Server is really open. I don't think I'll open live server. Let's open it normal. So I'm seeing the different effects. So I don't think that logo will work. Let me look for. You can choose anyone. It depends on you. I'm looking for just a specific one. Yeah, this one will do. So this is the first logo for the website. Then after the logo, let's just do this. Let's make it more readable. Yeah, something like this. So as I'm writing, you can be writing so that you get to understand. So as you have started, I'll start with here as the logo. So maybe I'll just put a text saying gaming website. So that's okay. So we're now going straight to the navigation. So what this navigation normally contains are links. So we normally call them navigation links. So these links help you to go about in your website. So it helps you to go just like this. It helps you to go to picture, about me, home, contact us, yeah, things like that. So that's what the navigation links help you to do. So going to the nav. So inside this navigation, we have to put links. And so what do we use to put links? Anchor tag. So we put in it. Or we want to put a list of anchor tags. So we'll be using UL. That's another list to put this link. So in each list to put the anchor tag. Yeah, that's a link to each part of the website. So we want to create like 3 parts of the website. We want to create the home, which is the beginning, and we'll put in a link here which will still be creating later, and with an ID of home we'll still be creating a part of the website where we'll have an ID of home. I'll be creating a part of the website where we'll have an ID of about. So let's not forget this. I'm creating a part of the website having an ID of about. So create part of the website, yeah, having an ID of product, an ID of product, yeah, so that's that. Then I create also having an ID of, let's just say, contact. So because we're going to be creating a form here, so we have contact us. So let's go and refresh. Let's see what we have. Let's go into HTML semantics. Boom, as you can see, we have this. So I'll be using a line to differentiate, like, to mark them. So after this, after everything I've done here, I'll be putting HR marketing that I am done with this. So as you can see, this is where this thing lies. So let's reduce the pixels. So you can add this styling I put here, but if you can't do it, just concentrate on what we are doing right here. So I just want to use it to reduce all the pixels of my image, and that did this good. So you can see this is the logo side and this is the navigation link side. Just as we have this, the navigation, the logo and the navigation link side. So with HTML, with CSS, we can style this to look like this. So depending when you really learn CSS or not. So we'll be going straight to the next part of the lesson, and that's the main. So we have the main. So the main will now contain all the whole information that we need that describes the whole website. So it denoted with the main tag. So that was we call it the main tag. So the main tag starts with the first section. So the first section, we call the first section in the main. If it is not located in the it's not located in the header, it can also be located in the main. We call it the banner. So the banner can be either located at the main or the main or the header tag. So it depends on you. I put my own in my main. So as we have ID, the ID will carry the home ID that I put at this first link here. As you can see, hashtag home. So once we click, we'll return to the banner, simple and clean. So all the banner we have, no, I think we should put the about. Let the banner be about us, so I will not have to make the video too long. So I'll put in about. So the home will just be, if I click on the home button, it will take us back to home, to the top. So I'll be removing this home, so there's no home. So if we start a section, if we should have more than one information in a section, we'll use an article here. But first, a section always carries a header. So we have the first header already, that's H1. So no heading that is greater than H1 should be inside the element, inside your code, if H1 already exists. So we're starting with H2, which is lower than H1. So we'll have this as about. So I'll be writing a write-up, the p tag, stating, let's say, a little text about us. Let's say Lauren. So as you have, okay, this is too big. So just using this. I think this is okay. So this is about us. So once I click on about, we're here located at the about. So that's that. So we're going to the next part, that's our product, where we can advertise our product. So we'll be creating a simple product. So we have our next section. So let's call this, we already call it a banner. So we'll call our next one the product section. So we'll call it product, and we have a section. So inside the section, we also start with H2. So I will ask you, like, H2 already exists. Yeah, H2 can exist twice, but it depends on how you use it. So semantically, using it after inside an element already is correct without you repeating it again if the other heading that is also inside that same element is a subheading. So I'll still show you what that means too. So in case you not understand, I'll still show you what that means. So using H2 here is not wrong. So we'll give this one the ID of product. So giving this one the ID of product, let's name this product. So naming this product, we'll have an article. So the article contains all the things we need about our product. So like as you can see now, this article is nested inside this section. So what this article does, if there are too many things you have to write inside your code, you use this article to now put them, but not just like this one. Now we only have a text to write, so we have to put them in p tag. But if we have more than one p tags inside it, we can put them inside a section and nest them for easy styling and readability. So in this article, we want to list out products we have. So starting from the first product, we were using the tag called fig caption because figure, yeah, we need tag called figure because we want to put an image of the product we have. So I'm just using random images to do this. So I want to put a picture of a random image. So we'll be using a h3 here because we already have a header here already describing what everything is. So for each of the whole products that we're giving their main name, we'll just be using h3 for each of them. As you can see the syntax, you understand what I mean. So that's how the thing works. So h3 starts, we'll start the first product as let's say good console. Then this figure helps us to put the image tag and also put something about the image. Yes, so this is semantic around putting an image and writing something about the image just in one inside this figure. So we're using the AIMG tag first to put the image. So let's look for the image we want to put. I want to put a console image. Yeah, so using this one. So in our SRC, put you put the semantics, then the logo one. So we'll go and refresh, so I'll see what we are doing. So as you can see, the image is here looking nice and neat. So we want to put something about this console. So what if you want to put something about the image, you then use the fig caption. So the fig caption inside the figure, we will be putting a text here. So we'll say Lauren, let's see 200. So as this goes, we will be refreshing. So as you can see, we have something about our image here looking nice and neat. So now there are pretty many ways to do this, but semantically this is the right way to do it. So that's that. So I'll be duplicating this because I'll not have the time to write and write again. So I'll be duplicating this. So my advice for you is to just write it on your own, write it as many times. I don't want to make the video long. So I duplicated that. I'll try to do it again. So I think 3 is enough. So I'll just have to change the name of the images. Let's say logo 2. So that's enough. So let's go and refresh for our products. You can see we have 3 images, 3 products. Just a simple website. So that's that. So we'll be creating the contact us. So before we create a contact us, I want to like create a table showcasing time, and days will be open. Yeah, something like that. Showcasing the time and days will open. So I'll just be using 3 days. Let's just say 3 days to make the video short. So let's go to our distance. So I've used this, I've used this, I've used this. So I've used this, I've used this. So it's not, I'm just showing you that how to use all of them. So I'm just coming to them one by one. So I'll be using the time. Yeah. So before I use it, I come at this first section. I didn't do this after this. So but I'm supposed to do it here. I'll have to put a HR before the products. After the about, you put a HR there. So after the product section, as you can see, product section is ending here. I put a HR. That's horizontal line. So it look neat and sweet. So as you can see it, this horizontal line under here. So our next stop will be the next section. So the next section will be like, let's call it timetable. So we'll be creating a table with time when will be open. So we have the first element to be used as table. So this table will be containing the, so I told you guys I'll be using a semantic way of writing table. So starting first with the caption. Caption tells us everything we need to know about the table. So we'll be saying open hours. So after that, we'll be using, so I just need to just give all the table a little bit bigger text so that we're able to see it. Maybe 2-bit font size 1.5 rem. So using this, so we'll start writing our table. We'll start from the T head. So the T head basically means the table head to contain everything we need to know about the table's heading. So the T head will now contain the TR, that's table row, and table row will be containing the other smaller T heads. So the smaller T heads will just be containing, let's say, days. The first one is days, while the second one will be time. So that's that. Then after the T head, let's comment. We have the T body, table body. So it's denoted with the T body. This contains everything we need to know about the table body. So we have the first TR containing the first information about the day. So we'll have TD, that's the T data. Then we'll have Monday. Then we have the the TD again, containing the time. So to put time in HTML, we have a tag called time tag. So it's used to put time to tell computer, hey, computer, what I'm writing here is a time. So keep it in mind that this is a time in case you want to use it for anything important. So let's say, and the time always comes with an attribute called the date time attribute. So this date time attribute tells the computer which particular time. So you might write the time here, but computer might not know exactly what time it is. So you write it and time computer understand. So the format here is the 08, let's say the 24-hour, 24-hour format. So I'll be using 21 here to display 9 o'clock a.m. So that's that. Then we'll be putting our border, so I'll be able to see everything we are doing. Not here. We're putting our border here. So let's refresh. As you can see, we have our open hours, our date, and our time. So we can replicate this, yes, with our simple trick of shift alternate down. Then we can change the time to 19. Then we'll change 19 is 7 o'clock. Shit. This is 9 o'clock p.m. This is 7 o'clock p.m. So I'll make this 8 a.m. So 07. And this will be on Wednesday. Then we have the last one. That's a Friday. So we have a Friday, and we change the time to 12 o'clock. Change it to 12 o'clock a.m. So let's go and refresh. Let's see our table. So voila, here's our table, a very semantic table. So the last part of a table that's among the semantic lesson is called the T foot. So the T foot basically means the foot of the table. So it's either you put a summary of what the table is all about, or you leave it. If actually T foot, you forget about T foot. But I'll usually put it and I'll say, I'll just put a TR, then we'll now put we are meant to put a TD, then let's see, we are open by this time. So let's refresh, let's see what we have. So this is basically how it looks. Let me use our column span. So I'm using our column span. Column span 2. So it's spanning to the next thing. So this line will not be like here. So as you can see, looking neat. That's the T foot for you. So after this, we'll be having our HR. So after our HR, we'll be having just a logo display. Let's say we are welcoming you guys to blah 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 games website. So we're using something we call the details. So the details is denoted with the details tab. What it actually does is it creates some kind of text like that, one kind of unique text. So I cannot explain it. I'll just be showing you so we can see what it looks like. So I'll just put the details and go to my browser to refresh. So as you can see, this is what the details look like. As you can see, so if I should click on this button, it's supposed to show me something underneath here, something that's supposed to be hidden. So I'll be putting some text to describe it. So the first elements that always comes here that is very very important to put there, you cannot miss, is the summary. So without this summary, some things will be missing. So the first thing is the summary. So details already takes this summary as its own element. So this summary creates a summary of, let's say, a full length details of something. Let's say we want to have a summary of the games policy. So we will have games policy as a summary, then we'll now have a p tag now stating all the whole things we need to know about the games policy. So let's say text of 100, then we'll refresh. As you can see, we are seeing the detail, the summary of a games policy. So once I click on this, boom, as you can see, we are now seeing the whole games policy and description. So if I click on it back, it goes in, click on it, the thing comes out. So that's what details actually does. So after this, we'll be moving to the contact us. So we'll be moving to the contact us. So this will be we'll be creating a form. So we can start a section, another section. Then let's not forget to put our HR here. Let's not forget to put our HR here. So start the section. I give it an ID of contact. We give an ID of contact. So what we'll be creating here is a form, so that they will be able to, send us a message if they have any problem, that kind of stuff. So we're creating a full-fledged form here. So we might not be using all the whole input types or all the whole elements, but we'll be using specific ones. That will be very important. So we start from the first one. Start from the field set. So the field set separates each set. So we have the legend. We're collecting personal information. The legend, we call it personal information. Got the personal info. Then for the personal info, we now have our p tag containing our input type. We have to have our label first. The label describes it. So we're having label of first name. Then we're having input type text. So we have input type text. Then this thing will be f name. So you can give it anything you want. So I'll just give you my own f name, giving ID f name. Then I'm connecting the for today with the input, so I'm using f name. So there you go. We have the. So don't forget to contact us. Don't forget to comment. So that's that. Then we'll be creating a second side of the, this one we'll call it last name. Then we'll change this F to L. So you can actually be doing what I'm doing. Change this F to L. So change this F to L so I can connect them. So once I go to my browser, we'll refresh to see what we have created. As you can see, we have our first name, last name. Quite beautiful, right? So that's that for form. But I think we missed out something. Our heading. Don't always forget this. I usually forget, but don't forget. So we have our H2. The H2 is supposed to be telling us what the session is about. So it's contact us, so we can contact them. So we have this contact us. So looking nice and neat. So collecting your personal info, last name, surname. I think this one, let's collect age. Let's collect date of birth instead of age. So we'll change this type to date. Yeah, I'll change it to date. Then collect this one, change it to age, or let's call it date of birth. I'll change this one to date of birth. So I'll also change this one to date of birth. So that's that. So let's go and refresh. Let's refresh. Just can refresh. We have still have the last name here. So let's go and change this to date of birth. So as you can see, we have our date of birth. So the next info we'll be collecting in our form is complaint. So we're creating the field text. No, not complaint. Let us take the legend as things you like. Things you like. We'll start with. But I think this personal information is not done. Let's collect their phone numbers and email address. So we'll be using phone, not phone. The type will be tel. Tel is the main. And so we're collecting the name as phone. 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 Phone, that's that. Then let's collect email address. So let's use our secret move so we can change all this to email. As you can see, that's that. So we change the type to email. So we have to change the label. What is in the label to your email. Then we change this to your phone number. So let's go and refresh. As you can see, have your email, put your phone number, you put your date of birth, so calculate your age. So that's cool. So we created things you like. So the first part of the things the person is going to like is the person's food. Then the second part will be we just have to choose food. The second part, person have to select things the person wants, types of games the person wants. Then the third one will now be person select his favorite color. So that's it. Person has using tray here. So three things person likes. So we'll be grouping them into sections of articles. So I'll be using articles inside there. So that's not important use of article. You can also use it to group many things. As far as you have different sections of text, you use an article to group them. So I'm using an article here. So inside this article, I'll be having an input. Let's start with a H2. No, history. We have history as the main heading. So this one will be like favorite food. So we have the P tab. So we have our P tab. So our P tab having our label. Our first label, then we now have our second input type radio. So we wanted the person to choose between three food: rice, beans, and yam. So we're using three inputs. This one will be for rice, this one will be for beans, then this one will be for yam. So the first one we'll just be giving it. So I told you we'll be giving them the same name of food as you have learned about radio. Give them food, we'll give them food. But we'll give them different IDs. So we're giving the first one ID of yam, and before the stain of it as yam, as this side as yam. So let's say yam. We have yam here, then this one will be rice. So let's get on to it. This one will be rice. Then here will be rice. Then we have beans. So here will be beans. Here will be beans. So the last ID here will be beans. So this ID and this 4 has to correspond. So we're going to go and refresh. As you can see, we have this. So we can select the one we want. You can select the favorite food you like. So let me just switch them. Let me switch them. So they look nice. Yeah, so nice switch. So yeah, so this one's better. So that's for our favorite food. Then we're going to collect another information, the games the person will like. So I'm copying this. Oh no, I'm not copying, so you guys to see how they do it. So I'll be naming this. So giving this one games I want. Then this one is food I want. So that's that. So the article will contain a P. So we want to give an input type of checkbox. So if you remember what we did in checkbox, that was what I want to implement here now. So using input type checkbox. So basically we just have, we might not have the same name, so we will need to have 3 checkbox. So I'll be duplicating this with the duplicating method we have. So we have 3. So just be writing as I'm writing. So we have the next one as want to write names of games. So I'll write the first name as game 1. So I don't need to give like big name here, so that it will not be difficult to write. So I'll just give it as game 1. Then I'll just write the name of the game here. Let's say God of War. Then I write something here. This one will be game 2. Game 2. Game 2. Then I give this one asphalt nitro, or asphalt 8. Yeah, so this one will be game 3. Game 3. So this one will be game 3. Then this one will be FIFA 12. Yeah. So let's go and refresh. So yeah, we didn't have like a history or something. So we have to have our heading to describe what we actually want. So we need to put head 3. So we want choose the choose your favorite game. So you can choose your favorite games. So that's that for choosing your favorite games. Then I say we can choose your favorite color. So this one will just be one text. So this one will be article. Then there'll be a H2, H3. There'll be choose your favorite color. So we'll be using the input type here, input type color here. As I taught you, using input type color here, we have the label, we have the p tag first, then we have the label, and then have the input type color. So giving name of color and ID of color. So giving for of color. So we'll have color. So let's go and refresh. So as you can see, you can now come and choose your favorite color, and to be stored in the information. So we need to have a submit and reset button. So that will be outside everything the whole field says. So we have an input of submit. We have an input of submit button. So the value will be submit. ID will be submit. Then let's say name will be submit. Then we need to have the reset button. Now let's have a reset button. So we have input type reset. We have value of reset. Then we have ID of reset. ID of reset. Then or else name. Yeah. Name of reset. So let's go and refresh to see our work. So as we refresh, see this is outside here. Submit, we can refresh. So we can reset, everything goes out. So let's put our email is needed. So we'll be giving our email. Where do we put our email? So our email will be setting our email as required. We're setting our email as required. Yeah, I'm also one of let's set our email. So in this personal information, we still have one more thing to do. We need to select class. So I think this is going to be like a student gaming account. So we need to just put class. Or let's say country. Yeah, we're going to be listing our countries. So using the option here, using the option and the select that I here to be doing this. So my PC is a little bit low. So using the option and select here. So we first have our select, we have our label. I'll have for as country. I'll have choose your country as a label. Then we'll now come and have our select. So our select will containing everything. So we have our name as country and ID as country. Then inside select we have the options of having many countries. So we have the first one as Nigeria, Nigeria. We have Algeria. We have Algeria. We have Gambia. We have Gambia. We have Gambia. We have India. We have India. Then we have America. We have America. 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 Yeah, that's good. So let's go and refresh. Yeah, so we have choose your country. So when you click on it, you can choose your country, anyone you want. So we've implemented this. Yeah, so you can practice on that. So the last but not the least element we'll be using here is the footer. Yeah, so I've used time, I've used almost everything here, even more than enough. So the last will be a footer. So the footer just contains just little information, then the back to top. Yeah, I think that's that. So that's the last part. So we'll be having a horizontal line, then we'll be having our footer. So the footer is denoted with the footer tag. So depending on the type of footer, but here we're just having a small HTML footer which does not need much. Then we'll be using our copyright entity here. So we'll be having a percent copy. Then we now have some text. Let's say copyright 2024. Then we now have, let's say, learner games. Yeah, learner games. So let's see how that looks. Whether we can add a little more things, it's more flair. Yeah, it looks nice. So I think we should add the back to top. There's one way of adding a back to top link being used in programming. So I think we'll be using a p tag to do this. Let's just use an anchor tag. So if you want to do a back to top, you put in the href, you put a hashtag, only hashtag, then you now put your back to top. So if you should go and refresh in the browser, so as you have your back to top. So if I should click on it, boom, I'm going up to the back to top. So that's that for what you have created here. As you can see, this look cool, clean and neat. So if you have been following me to do all this, yeah, congratulations, you have learned HTML. So you can move on to CSS and begin learning styling. So we'll be testing out our nav link. So if I should click on home, already at the home. Then if I should click on about, already at the about, as you can see, about here. If I should click on product, boom, we're on product, as you can see. If I should click on contact us, boom, we are on contact us. So that's that for our website. So you can try and add more taste and flair depending on you, the user. So yeah, so that's it. So I don't know, maybe I'll be dropping the source code in my group. Yeah, I'll be dropping source code in my group. Maybe you can follow from there and also read and see what I have done in case you didn't follow up. But I'll not advise you to copy my code. You should just watch me and be writing too as you have been watching the video. So that's that.